You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 272. You'll notice a distinct lack of video. There's extenuating circumstances. Anthony has just been crying all day, and we'll dive into that a little bit later.
I'm so puffy.
It's just, his eyes are swollen, and we just can't be out. He didn't do his makeup. He's kind of given up. He's a little disheveled. I'm your intro man, Michael Kennedy.
I'm the unemployed one, Anthony Denny.
And I'm Jared Minikheim.
That was a good intro. I was not expecting that. So good, actually.
It almost feels like it was purposely set up all these times.
Like all the things to do. We'll get into his statement a little bit later because we've had an exciting 2 weeks here at the Oddcast.
There's been a lot of things.
A lot going on.
Many
a things.
So,
Where do we begin, gentlemen?
I had a birthday.
You did have a birthday. So did Tatiana.
Yep, I turned 30.
Yeah.
Are
you going to have a midlife crisis now, too, like Holly?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
No, turned 30. We had a really great time. We went out to the bars.
You guys got so fucking drunk.
Heather got so drunk, which was a surprise to me.
Heather got the most drunk I've ever seen anyone.
I was about to say, I have never seen Heather drunk, and
No
that
one
was
has.
some of the drunkest I've ever seen.
I have seen Heather drunk before, but she has not been that drunk.
That was belligerent. That was belligerent levels exceeding the reference.
She had to be carried to the bathroom, which is hilarious because, again, this girl does not drink.
No.
The last time she drank was... They got that drunk. It was February 2020.
We started the day Friday about 5 o'clock. We all fit in. Nova's in the background, so if you hear a child, Nova's first time on the podcast, everyone. We started Friday meeting at Alex's house about 5:30. Headed to Grand Rapids, parked in a good parking spot, I would say. Like right next to everything.
Worth the $40.
They really, it was not 40, it was 12. I paid for it. Right next to the bars, right next to Calder Plaza for art prizes. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Alex and Tatiana really wanted to do lime scooters, which it was fun. It was, but like, we would like to do something first before, like, because you got to return the lime scooters to, like, certain areas. So, like, why don't we go do something? Whatever, it's fine. So we ended up at Flanagan's because Christine used to live downtown, so she kind of gave us a little bit of a rundown. We went to Flanagan's. Mike had a tequila sunrise, which Mike should learn by now that he should not start with tequila. But I did. I meant an amaretto sour. I got a tequila sunrise because I ordered a tequila sunrise. It's not what I meant to order. Now that I remember what my order was. But that's what I drank there. And then I watched Alex and Tatiana play Big Buck Hunter HD.
Yep.
And then was accosted, not really, by one of the art prize people. He had artwork in Flanagan's.
Yep, yeah, he did.
And so, like, he's like, you guys should vote for me. And I'm like, cool. And I made all you guys vote for him, which was fun. And he really appreciated it. I did post a picture on his Instagram of us in front of the thing. So if we win it, it'll be our rules and that piece of art.
I like how you and I both gesture towards the camera. There's no camera.
There's no camera.
He pointed at the wall. I pointed at my face.
Yes.
Looking straight at where the camera normally is.
It's weird. We've been recording camera for a lot.
It's true.
It just for this episode, it was just a lot. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
So
been a day.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a day. So. What everyone else drink there? Because Sven didn't drink. Sven was with us, the Cannibal Man. He was with us.
We had to summon him.
Yeah, we did our dark ritual.
Yes. Had to have the boneless wings that we set out and let him come to us.
You don't know how funny that is, man.
So I started with Captain Coke.
Yep.
Because I like a Captain Coke. I prefer Captain over Rum Coke. I know it's a little more pricey, but it's better.
It is better. It's a better rum.
Yeah. And then Heather... So she got a vodka Red Bull.
Yep, she did.
And then I was still drinking my first drink when she got onto her second drink.
Yeah, Heather was... There's been other extenuating circumstances that we would probably reveal on this podcast today about why Heather drank so much. So,
her sister's getting divorced.
Yes.
Anyway, or got divorced. Anyway.
No, still getting. It's signed. It's not official yet. So, and Heather's been dealing with all that stress. So she needed to unwind. And apparently unwinding is drinking one Red Bull and vodka, or vodka Red Bull, and then getting another one, but it was a double because she did not hear the bartender and just shook her head yes.
Yep. Because she said, you want a double? And Heather didn't click.
Nope.
And then I had a sip of Heather's, and I'm like, you know what? That's going to get me fucked up.
Yep.
So I had a double vodka Red Bull.
Yep.
Yeah, Heather got back and was like, I remember she got back, set the drink down, and was like, yeah, she held up 2 fingers, and I thought she meant my second drink, but now I realize it's a double. It tastes bad. And I was like, oh,
I don't know how Heather got upset
oh, man.
that easily.
Without hesitation. Without hesitation. And so then, what did you drink, Jared?
I had a rum and Coke.
Did
That was my
Coke?
first one, yeah.
Okay, did you have 2 at Flanagan's or just 1?
Just the one at Flanagan's, yeah.
Okay. I don't remember what Alex and Tatiana drank, but
they had one each.
I know, they drank something.
And then we walked down to Mojo's.
Well, we walked next to
She has
which I think they were
door.
literally like one building between them.
There's not.
Oh.
They're right next to each other.
Share walls?
Yeah, they're next to each other.
Yeah.
There's one on the other side of Flanagan that you're thinking of. But yeah.
And then they had, because we are also, it was like Mike said, like 6 o'clock.
It's 6:37. No cover charge yet. Still technically happy hour.
No one's there.
Not a soul.
So
Yeah.
we walked in
Kinda
like
nice.
we owned the place.
Oh, we did. All fucking 9 of us.
And we're, 8, because Holly wasn't there.
Holly was not there yet.
Oh, yeah.
8 of us. And then, so they had a deal for something called the mystery shot.
Mystery shot.
It's $4 per shot,
It was.
Yeah.
which is a really good deal for how much alcohol there was in that.
Yep.
And then we did 3 of them.
Yeah, we did.
Each.
So we did a white, a blue, and a dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Mike cut off because he's the DD. And I was happy. Because like, okay, so it's like that Trailer Park Boys where he's like, I keep it right at that level. And when I drop just below, I take a little sippy poo, and that gets me right back up. That's how I felt. Like I was on fucking cloud 9. It was glorious. I should drink more, is what I realized.
And then y'all were done drinking, and then Alex and Tati are like, oh, we want some shots. I'm like, it's my birthday.
yeah.
And we took 2 more.
Jesus Christ, it's 5 total shots.
Mm-hmm.
Now we they were like we don't know if we can give you guys any more shots because happy hours. Like, but we all each didn't buy this. Like, we're all buying shit around, so it's whatever. They didn't care. We gave them like $400 in that short time that we were in that half hour we're in that bar. We spent $400 in alcohol.
They're gonna look at their sales the next day and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't realize our price was this popping. No, it was
not.
one group.
Yeah, it was just
What do
the
you
one
mean?
group
And then
of us.
they did a couple more. I thought we were heading out, and so like I put a 20 on the table for them. I was like, thanks for putting up with our bullshit. And apparently everyone else did more shots.
Yep. And then we all left.
Yep.
And this is where I was
Feeling it?
feeling it, because I was 8 at this
feeling it
point.
now,
'cause
Mr.
I
Krabs?
specifically remember messaging 8 shots in,
Yeah.
because my mom said, Anthony, it's still sunlight out.
It is.
And I remember doing that. And this is the great point where I looked up at the building and I just like, I need to sit down.
It was so good. So we went over to the Killwins area and we found a bench because Tatiana and Alex went into Killwins. It says for Killwins or customers only. I was like, well, they're buying something, so we can sit here. That's fine. Anthony couldn't stand. Mike was down and wasn't getting back up for a while. I knew at this point in time that I needed something else besides alcohol in my system.
Yes.
So I went
Yes,
into
he
the
did.
Big B, got a coffee and some donut holes. That sobered me up pretty fucking quick.
And what did Mike do? While Mike was doing, getting his coffee, what
Yeah.
did Anthony, Alex, and Tati do?
Yeah.
Do more shots.
Back to Mojo's.
Can't believe you guys did more fucking shots.
2 more shots.
Jesus
And then I did
Yeah.
one with you.
Did you do a double? You did
Jared
2,
took
right?
2, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
you
took 2 on
caught
my own
out.
after you guys
Yeah.
stopped. Yeah.
Because we
Because I realized I was
peed.
behind, so I just want to catch up a little
And
bit.
so after that, it was like we walked around a little bit.
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, I'm coming down pretty hard on this, and we go to.
Come hard on me.
We went. Well, I decided to try the lime scooter thing. So much fun. You would have such a fun time with it.
I also tried to have the line
He
scooter
almost
thing.
killed someone.
I almost ran into a group of people and then a car.
Yep.
I drove
you
it
did.
like 5 feet.
Yep.
Not even.
Not even.
You got like one half scoot. And
Well,
you're
the
like,
thing
whoa.
is, I got on there, and I said this a few times. I did not feel anything.
Yeah.
I could not feel balance. I could not feel the wind on my face. I could not feel gravity. I'm like, I am just going. I don't know how. To me, I felt like I was at an angle.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm like, I got off like, this is not safe. I should not be doing this.
Right. So I rode the scooter with Tatiana and Alex for a little bit. Went to return them. Where they returned it was fine. It was full when I tried to return mine, so I had to return mine a quarter mile fucking away.
That's why.
Yeah.
That
In that
explains it.
time, Heather apparently got another drink.
Yep. When her and Christine went off, they found a little mobile bar and took a
That's
shot.
where they
Got that drink,
disappeared.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
I was gonna, because I remember, because it was Sven, Jared, and I'm like, I want to go rescue them, but I'm afraid if I go looking, I'm gonna find trouble.
Yep.
Yes.
So I parked mine back where we got them, over across where the Starbucks was, and walked back. And I was at the car with Jared and Anthony and Sven, and the girls were nowhere to be found. Even though I waved at them, made eye contact with all of them, and was like, "Let's go to dinner." They still didn't come over, and so finally I was like, "Hey guys, we got to get going to dinner."
And I chased them down
Like
too.
we need to what? And then Heather, I haven't finished
like
my
literally
drink.
chasing.
Yeah, you should have thought about that before you got it. So they took their drinks to go.
Yep.
And again, 9 of us fit in this 8-passenger thing.
Poor Michael
Yeah.
being our
Really
DD,
was
Uh-huh.
poor Michael. Like, God
being
damn.
yelled out by bitches and
Oh,
Anthony,
my God.
who's an asshole.
And Jared's the only one that apologized to me. It's like, I'm sorry if I did anything. I'm like, bud, you haven't said shit for like the past 20 minutes.
I
So,
knew there was
you're
no
good.
point in apologizing
Yeah.
because it would only piss
would
off
just
Mike.
so
I
insincere.
I was so drunk, I'd be like, Michael, I'm sorry.
It would have been so
He
insincere.
almost got us all killed.
Yeah. And so like, look, there's 9 of us or 8 of us in this van, and it is
Alex is in the trunk.
right. I need heat on the window to stop it from fogging up.
Fucking
And
Because there's
there's
6 drunk
8,
people.
Yeah, there's 8 of us producing a lot of heat, and so I turn on the heat real quick to like defrost the window, and I get yelled at, and my dad's voice had to come out.
Yeah, it did.
Something I'm not
Came out
proud of,
real
but like.
quick.
They're
It's
yelling
like-
at me like, "Why is the heat on?" Because the window's fogged and I need to see where we're going. Everyone just needs to shut up. Which worked for a whole 15 fucking seconds. And then it was defrosted and I put the air conditioner back on for him and things like that. But like, goddamn, it is a 4-minute or a 4-mile drive to where we had dinner. Is like a 10-minute drive.
longer than
Only
that.
4
Yeah,
miles.
Four
it
miles.
And
felt
in 10
longer.
minutes. And it felt like fucking forever
It
for
felt
me.
like it felt like 30 minutes for me.
I
It
know.
must have felt like an hour for you.
Fucking Sven's in the front seat with me, and he discreetly gets out his headphones and puts them in because you guys are so fucking loud. He's just using it to muffle the sound.
He's over
Oh
simulated.
my god. And it's fine. We pull in, and Holly's there because Holly met us there for dinner.
Yep.
And so,
Because she was too ill to join us for drinking.
sure. And so Holly's there.
Sure.
We get in for the reservation. She's like, "Well, we can't sit you till your whole party's." I was like, "The whole party's here." Like, okay, well, we'll sit you when it's time. I'm like, cool, it's fine. I just want to let you know we're here. Alex immediately starts accosting Holly because Holly is getting a divorce and starts asking all those questions.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah. And
Which is awkward, which is why Heather's been drinking because she's been dealing with both sides of this divorce, and we are clearly aligned with one side, and it's not the side you think we should be aligned with, because if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough, and our sister is neither. Well, she's one, but not the other. She dumb.
She ain't that strong.
She
dumb.
ain't got the tough.
She dumb. So we're dealing with that, and it's just... It
Yeah.
is what it is.
And Heather's best friend, Christine, she was down from up
I
north,
forgot about Christine.
Yep.
which
Yeah.
also just encouraged Heather.
It did. It really did.
So it was
Yeah,
like
it did.
Heather has sworn off drinking for a year.
Yeah. So
We'll
that's
get back to that after
That's
hibachi.
the issue. We get to hibachi because we're going to Fujian for hibachi.
Great place.
Fucking
Recommend.
Alex and
more
Tatiana. Fucking Tatiana and Alex order alcohol. Christine and Heather order fucking apple teenies. The fuck do you mean you ordered apple teenies?
I questioned that one too.
Yeah.
It's like,
The
well,
guy comes, like,
Christine made her out Heather get it.
yeah, they take our orders and everything, and they're doing the food and whatnot, and the next thing you know, like, we're getting plated food, right? It's great. Heather
yeah.
can't eat.
yeah, Heather didn't
can't
eat
eat.
anything.
She did not eat anything.
She didn't eat anything.
She
Not a
had
thing,
only
yeah.
alcohol in her system all day.
The next day, she's like, I ate all my noodles. No,
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
You might have had a bite of
Took
noodles.
like a bite of one and then just got lost in
You didn't
conversations.
touch a thing.
We took 2 boxes home.
Yeah,
That's
you
your
didn't touch
whole
that. I
plate.
gave mine to Sven. I was like, I don't want leftovers. I don't need
that's
remembrance
fair.
of this night. Like,
It was, and then driving back to Alex's, because originally Mike was gonna drop me.
Oh, yeah,
Heather, and
this was
Jared
a
off.
whole-
right, with Sven, because he had gut gurgles, and I was
Yeah.
going to pick Sven up, and I was going to go have special alone time. Wink. That's not true at all.
No, she has.
Yeah.
Her mom and kids
Yeah.
and Tati would have been there.
Yeah.
And Alex would have been there. Someone would have been there.
Yeah, it's fine. And so we just drove back to Alex's. Meanwhile, Anthony, still in somewhat of an inebriated state, sobering up fairly quickly, is like, you might need to pull over. And so I have to look at Anthony. It's like, it's not a might. I either pull over or I don't. So when she's throwing up, let me know. And you're like, okay. And by the time we hit Middleville, you're like, okay, I gotta get back my faculties.
Yep.
And that fresh air helped too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing
Yeah,
is because it was like what 20 minutes in Middleville probably.
25. Felt like an eternity.
Felt way
Felt
longer.
like a fucking eternity.
So
and then
much
Alex is
longer.
yelling at me like, why didn't you turn down that road? I don't know that way to your house. I know
Why?
I know the normal fucking way to get to your house. If there was a back way, someone should have told me before I passed the goddamned road. Okay? Good. We're gonna go the way I fucking know to go.
Yes. And it was like Heather threw up at Alex's
She
house.
did by the front
Yeah,
yard.
she
I
did.
stepped in it, which is
It
funny.
was oh, it's fine.
But nothing gets me more sober
Yeah.
than being like, okay, I need to be relied on.
Yeah.
And
fair.
Jared could have driven.
Yeah, so could
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Sven's not licensed.
Yeah, you
Heather
were-
wouldn't
you-
let me or you drive, and then you just took the keys, and I was like, I guess he is, because
Yeah,
she
you
won't
were-
let me drive.
You were, I was
Okay.
hedging my bets that you would probably drive if Anthony
I
couldn't,
assumed
because,
I
like,
would
you
be,
were
because
fine.
you guys
You
were
drink more often than anyone else.
He's also bigger.
That's true.
I took the keys
so
from
bad.
Heather because if I was not ready, I was going to make you drive, and I was going to shove Heather into the back seat and make her just sit there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was going to be my plan. And then Jared, the ever gentleman, was like, "I'm gonna put her up front."
Yep.
It was an easier seat for her to get
was,
to, so
it
it was
was.
just like, fuck
You
it.
could have easily just rolled
Golden
out the
seat.
window if she needed to vomit.
Mm-hmm.
But before we even left there, pulling out of Fujiyama was impossibly difficult. And
Yeah,
I was
it was.
getting
The whole fucking car.
accosted countlessly. Mike, why aren't you going? Because there's cars coming. Mike, you need to go. I can't.
I think
There's
even I
cars
yelled at
coming.
them.
And it's one of those things where, like, it was so
Yeah.
busy on Beltline for 10
it
o'clock
was.
at night for no reason. There was no good time for me to, like, pull out.
really was
I don't like to waste
chaos on that
people's
road.
gas by, like, just gunning it because it's not how I drive.
That's
And,
fair.
like, with astigmatism and all this shit, I can't actually tell how fucking far away cars are at night, okay? That is a symptom. So they could have been right next to me and I wouldn't have even known.
That's
Alex,
fair.
you're in the fucking trunk. The last thing you want is to be rear-ended.
Well,
Like, fair. And so we made it back to Middleville. I drove Sven home. Me and Sven talked on the way, and we're like, you're a saint, Mike. I'm like, I'm fucking aware of how
saint.
good I am to people. Okay, like just
I'm glad because normally I don't go hard because
You
normally I drive
fucking went
myself
hard, yeah.
or something else. But yeah, no, I went hard. I'm like, it's my birthday.
It's your
It's the
birthday.
one time I get to just make an Also, I didn't think Heather was going to go hard, so I was
fucking
going
went
so hard.
hardest of
so
anyone
hard.
I've ever
Also,
known.
for the audience, Heather is 5'1".
on a good day.
She is a very small lady, and the fact that she was like 2-3 shots behind me,
yeah,
yeah, I had to help her up the stairs.
yeah,
Yeah.
I physically, she's like, because I had to keep picking her. She's like, you're hurting me. I'm like, you have to throw up.
yeah.
If you throw up on the stairs, you're going to hate yourself. We're going to push through this. I'm going to count down. We're going to go up a step. We're going to do that constantly until we're all the way at the top.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then
I
she had to
got
crawl
the-
to her.
About to say, I got the video of her crawling back into bedroom.
And then Hunter's like, oh, we played?
Yeah, Hunter was so confused.
And so I'm exhausted, by the way, but I can't
I bet.
sleep because of all the shit that I just dealt with you people. Like, it takes
Anxiety.
a while to
Yep.
fucking calm down.
That's fair.
Like, I got
I was
my
in the same
second
boat.
one.
I couldn't sleep either. Yeah.
I had fucking like just panic attack, like just like I had my second wind. I should have probably went to the gym or something just to kind of come down. And so I get up the next day, and where the fuck did I went on a walk, and I texted Anthony and Sven. I was like, hey, do either of you want to ride to Lansing? I got to pack up my packet for a 5K that I'm running on Sunday. Anthony came in. We tooted around a couple stores, got back, and then Anthony, what else was planned for this fucking birthday weekend?
Well, for Tati's birthday
damn it.
from Alex, even though the going to the bars was for Tati,
Yeah,
really.
no, it was only for Tati.
we
Everyone else got
played-
so fucked up.
Is it cake?
Is it cake?
while we got accosted by 3 children.
Yes.
Jared, I've never wanted to strike a child so much before in my life.
Striked.
I was going to be like, there was that one point where I literally said out loud, Anthony, these are children. They're just children. They're just excited. They were just, it's because they know me and I'm not mom or Auntie Titi.
That's fair.
I was a stranger.
Mike's the stranger, so I got all of their ire. I got last place somehow, they said, even though Tatiana's was just a ball.
Did you see all the cakes?
I think I saw all of them when she posted them.
Best.
Yeah,
which I won the approval of my future stepchildren because mine was the best. So mine kicked ass, as it were.
Mike's was really good. He made a flower.
I made a flower pot, pumpkin flower pot.
I picked the flat thing.
I did see everyone else kind of did shit. Mine was... So now I'm doing new Patreon special. It's going to be Mike's Mediocre Machinations. You can go ahead and... It's a pretty good name, right?
It is.
If you want a shittily designed cake with 4 decorations for funsies... I'm your man. Hit me up.
There's this great YouTuber north of the border. He makes little clay statues. He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great about that kind of stuff. And he has a catchphrase which I think is amazing. Not just good, but good enough.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Enough.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I almost want it on a t-shirt.
That's fantastic. So that was and then Anthony left us, and I had to hang out with Tatiana and Alex for like 3 hours.
Because I was invited to hang out with my other friends, because it's also Alex Candella's birthday was coming up, as well as Austin's.
Yeah.
So it goes Tati 19, me 20, day of rest.
Yeah.
Alex Candela, and then Austin.
Yep.
God damn.
And then Sunday I ran a 5K. I'm fucking tired.
Jesus Christ,
now,
Mike.
on the way to Lansing to pick up the packet, like, this is how my life works, right? Once every 2.5, 3 years, shit will just align in the cosmos to where Mike won't get a day of rest for like a solid 4 weeks, right?
Jesus.
On the way to Lansing, my other group of friends, his name's Tyler, he texted me and was like, hey, super last minute, and I'm like, what do you need built or moved or what's happening? Because
that's the guy.
I love Tyler, but like we've helped him move and build shelves and things like that.
Built
and
the
so,
playground.
Like, it's always like,
okay,
thing.
yep, okay.
Yeah, it's always like, hey, we will come up for a game day and do this, and we'll have pizza, and then I don't mind. I love doing that. I love this man to death.
Hey,
He's a great guy. I don't mind. So like, this is not a shot at him, but it's like one of those things where like, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. And then he's like, I have cheap nosebleed seats tickets to the Michigan State-Ohio State game next Saturday. It's an evening game at 7 o'clock. Do you want to go? I mean, I really do. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And so Friday, I don't know what's happening. I feel like there's something Friday that it's going to come up on my calendar and I don't fucking know. Saturday, I need to go to Lansing to get a packet for an 8K that I'm running on Sunday, and then go to Tyler's house for like lunch, dinner thing, and then tailgating. Yeah, tailgating and that, and the game's at 7, which means we won't leave. The game won't be done until 11:30, which means I won't be out of East Lansing until 1:30, and I have to be up and back in Lansing at 7:30 to run another 8K. I'm tired.
So we're not going to do anything. Tired. Not next week, but the week after, nothing. Nothing on Saturday, nothing on Sunday. Mike needs his rest.
You say that, Anthony. Something will happen.
It will not come from Jared or I.
Something will happen.
Nothing ever comes from me. So
the car should have been done 7 days ago.
You're gonna get the text in Lansing.
I fucking can't. It won't be. Cause it'll be during the day. I'm hoping to get it from like this week because I would really just like to drive my new car again. Mm-hmm. So
I never have to drive that road again.
I mean, unless you get a job there again.
All that time. All that effort. 10 years. I got let go from my job today.
Yeah, he did. Way to just throw it out there. On a Monday.
On a
fucking
Number
Monday,
3,
man.
don't go to Detroit. Don't commit check fraud on a Monday.
I got let go at like 11:30. I don't fully remember.
It's a big blur.
Yeah, it was a big blur. I couldn't get into my program this morning, and I thought it was just a leave thing because I just got back from leave.
It's not.
And then I got that random meeting with Rod Johnson, aka Dick.
It's true.
What a horrible fucking
Yeah, he
name.
goes by Rod. His name's Rodney.
His name is Rod Johnson.
I would go by Nee.
That's a bad name.
Or Robert.
And it was like,
Bobby Johnson.
policy support operations
Department.
yeah, restructure.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've lost my job.
Yep.
And because I haven't been able to get into my programs all day, I can only get like a sentence blip every time I click join, and then I get kicked out. Like join blip, join blip, join blip. And so one of them I joined, and it's like, your positions have been terminated, and blip, and I just screamed fuck because I got shit canned.
Yeah, my work wife Michelle, she didn't think she was gonna get shit canned, and she also got shit canned. Mm-hmm. There was like a grand total of like 15 people in that entire department that didn't. It's basically anyone that was in like actual underwriting, so or umbrella.
Yeah,
everyone else pretty much
they
got shit
outsource
canned.
our jobs.
Yeah.
They're using AI and
they did.
outsourcing our jobs.
Rule 4: if an Indian can do it for 25 cents, you're not safe. That's not racist. I'm talking about an Indian from India. Or a Hindu or a Hindi or whatever, like getting more racist as it goes along. But like that's rule 4.
Yeah.
If they can do it for 25 cents, you're not safe.
And Mike said before the podcast, replay the part of the episode where Mike said that I was training my replacement.
Yeah, like 3 months ago, he was like talking about how he's had these meetings. He was training people. He's getting frustrated because they were kind of dumb. And I was like, "You're just training your replacements." And Anthony proudly said, "No, my job's safe because I have more authority than most people."
I'll admit, I was in denial. No, it's fine. I don't care anymore. I had my panic attack. I had my cry. I headbutted a support beam.
Yep.
I've gone through all the emotions.
Right, you're in
All the
acceptance.
emotions.
Yeah, I was in
processed grief,
DABDA.
really.
When 3 months ago, I was in the D of the NABDA.
Yeah,
Denial.
denial. Yeah.
Yep. Like, nope. I've gone through it. Heather got to see me have a panic attack because we talked about it, and she went upstairs to swaddle up Nova. And then she came back down, and I was on the floor, hands on the eyes, hyperventilating.
Yep.
And she's like, "You need to stand up." I'm like, "I can't. I physically cannot stand up, Heather." And she's being very helpful. She's honestly, I feel bad for the people who don't have support, because if I didn't, I don't know what I would be doing. But I got people who are supporting me, which is fantastic.
Exactly.
And it's the reason why I'm so calm. It's the reason why I'm on the podcast today. Because my situation isn't as bad as other people's.
It's true. We have a friend that is far worse off than Anthony, and it is very shitty what happens. But Anthony does get 30 days paid and then 16 weeks severance, so it's not all bad.
16 weeks.
That's why I said 16 weeks.
You said 16 days.
Oh, okay. Well, 30 days and 16 weeks, I think what I said. I think your autism may have just put it
I'm
together.
in a mood.
Jared, I need you to play this back and let me know if it's right later on in the podcast. I want this clip.
Oh, see, it's 27. God, it feels like we've been talking for like 4 hours already.
27 minutes.
Friday night all over again.
Know that I am
We never left that car.
Dude,
This is all in our heads. We're
Give me back my
still there.
insurance.
30 days paid and then 16 weeks severance. So yeah, that's been
Now you know the future, Anthony.
that's been the excitingness
I'm not
of
coming back.
these past 4 days essentially.
Just-
and I
Damn.
still haven't got my pee touched.
He still has not.
No,
it's a
and
crime.
And I think I gotta help move a little bit of shit tomorrow if she asks to like put everything back after she gets her carpets ripped up. So exactly.
I mean, I don't want to take away your pee touch for you, but if she needs help, I'm not doing anything.
You're not doing anything either. Tatiana's not either, so it's fine.
No. It's
He's also
really
gonna get
funny.
to cash out his 401k,
Yeah.
so he'll be
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about audience, but subscribe to our Patreon.
If we could get one video to go viral, we'd be much better people.
I know there's like 10 people who are listening. Just give us each $1 so I can get some energy drinks to get me through this next month. I'm kidding. I don't care. No, I'm gonna be fine.
damn.
Don't worry about me, audience.
Yeah, well, he'll find a job.
If I'm
He'll
not
get on his
fine,
feet.
I will let you guys know.
The issue
No, you
with
wouldn't.
the issue with Anthony's job is they just no longer exist within the corporate American structure. Unless you're willing to take or make phone calls, your job is
Yeah,
non-existent.
non-phone, non-IT jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
Oh, you're a little slurped.
I know, girlie.
All right, let me adjust her a bit. You guys might hear a child cry because she hates everything and definitely hates when I adjust her.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's been a very instructive how our last 4 days have kind of gone. And in that time, Jared also worked, and so did I.
Yeah, I didn't have the exciting time. These guys had all the exciting.
That's a good thing. Jared,
I just wrote.
I've never... I've always said something about I live a very boring life, and I'm grateful for that.
Yep.
Because when I think of a life with a lot of excitement, I think of your life. There's always...
I don't know if excitement is the words I would
not
put
a good,
on that.
not always a good thing, Jared.
Yeah, I don't know if excitement is the right
Jared
word.
should be happy though. For the first time ever in podcast or in Oddcast history, the hierarchy of people with their lives together is me, Jared, and then Anthony. Like, who would have thought that?
It's like I said this earlier. Like, there's just a cycle of joblessness.
Good things come to those who wait, folks. Good things come to those who
I know it was me for a while, and then it was Jared for a while,
and now it's
Anthony for a while. Once we get everything straightened out, we might actually be able to afford a fucking studio. Like, we're just gonna start playing the Mega Millions. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Wild. And I did check. I think we were one of the first ones to announce that Darth Vader died last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So no one else has really died since then.
Yeah,
so
not really, no.
yeah, we're good.
Yeah, why would you?
You dumbass.
Well,
you absolute dumbass.
I was so relaxed.
I was knocking on wood.
Yeah, it just made Hunter go fucking wild, you dick.
I was knocking on wood because, you know, my delivery's out for order, so maybe it's
Which delivery?
I think it's my water slide. Because, you know, I spent a bunch of money recently because I had a job and payday's Friday.
It is. Good thing you
Yeah.
still get paid Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, there is that.
You know, it sucks, though. You're not getting stipped this year.
I'm not.
You're not getting stipped this year.
Which is fine. I'm sure they would make an excuse that we didn't get it anyways.
Yeah, it seems like we're not going to get a whole lot, so.
So, can I,
interrupt now that you need a moment? Yes.
now that we've gotten
we're
through
gonna talk about me again.
now that we got through the drama that is the Oddcast lives right now.
Hey, give me that
got
little
through,
knife. I'm gonna cut my wrists.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
I got something I gotta open.
Yeah, gotcha. I have a nerd rant that I've been holding on to since for like the past since
2
we
weeks.
last recorded.
It's probably happened
Because
Tuesday.
you forgot about it on Monday. It's about
And
Venom:
it's-
The Last Dance.
Yeah, it's gonna involve that because there's been so many things that have come out and things that have happened.
Looks so good. I'm so excited for this.
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
I'm joking, obviously.
Hey, you know, I get
You really pooping right now?
what a perfect
that's
statement,
Perfect,
Nova.
right? Like, that's the Venom coming out.
That's her opinion
Vile.
about this movie.
Yep.
So there's just a lot of things that have been swarming and swirling, and I've been looking back at some of the other Sony recent properties and realizing that this has been a long time. This has been their ultimate goal, and it's still not good, but it's been what they've been doing for a bit now. Mm-hmm. So Anthony, Mike, and for anyone at home, we saw the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, right?
Yep.
You remember how there were bits and pieces that they crossed over into Sony, into Venom? Just random little things.
Yeah, like at the end of.
Yeah, you know, like Spot shows up and he just shows up to the cash register and it's the lady from Venom and it's like, oh, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. And they have a ton of little cameos like that. And then they even had Prowler from the MCU in there. It's just like, I don't know, he's just here. Like, he's just in a thing. So Venom 3 put out its trailer. And I wasn't expecting what the trailer was because it showed that they're gonna do Null, and I won't go into the full-on reasons, but there's many a nerd reasons why that doesn't fucking work, and it pisses me off. It's also Norman Reedus, which I don't. Thank you. Yeah, Nova's got the right. I don't see Norman Reedus pulling off that character. It gives me Thor: Blood and Thunder vibes in the worst way possible. With a actor who's done good things, but you're giving him a pale character who's a quote-unquote god.
Hunter.
He's not going to get any fucking screen time to really portray who the fuck the character's going to be. So,
Yeah, because Null's a multiversal threat.
Anthony, I'm glad you brought that up because there's been some fucking leaks out of Sony Marvel that have pissed me off.
God damn it.
So Across the Spider-Verse did that shit on purpose, apparently. Because Spider-Man 4, well, it's been being written to be happening, and they revealed the whole, here's the thing, and it's got Kingpin in it. And we're doing this stuff. How do you give the fans a Venom and Spider-Man crossover, especially when No Way Home got rid of the Venom symbiote that they did have, just because, fuck us, that was a red herring?
Yeah, exactly, Nova. You tell them. How do we do it?
So word has come down. Spider-Man 4 is not just Spider-Man figuring out how to do things on his own and blah, blah, blah. Venom 3 will lead into Spider-Man 4 because Null will break the multiverse.
We've already had this too many times. We can't keep...
Null's gonna break the multiverse.
Let him have it, Nova. Let him have it. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, she smells.
Oh, you could go change her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not going to leave her in a poopy diaper. She got to finish pooping now.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, so word came down, since, yeah, you are correct, Anthony. Null is a multiverse thing. He is somebody who has that ability. And that is what he's going to do. And rumor and theory among fans about the leaks that came out is that the thing Venom's talking about that he has that Null needs is that he went to the 616 quote-unquote MCU universe, and Null wants that knowledge because Venom got to see that there's other universes out there with Venoms and things, and that Null's gonna break the multiverse because he wants those other Venoms and things, and it's fucking terrible.
It's bad.
Well, don't spread it to everyone else.
I don't want it near me.
Well, you can go upstairs and wait for her to finish pooping.
You gonna give me that look, young girl?
Right?
You kidding me with what's coming out of your ass right now?
That's what I'm saying.
She's mean mugging me. What
But
the
yeah,
fuck?
she mean mugs. How you doing, Nova?
So yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what all they're doing, but supposedly that's the way they worked it, is that this Venom will lead into Spider-Man 4, which will then lead into a part 2, and I'm like, I don't want any of that.
Part 2 of what?
The Null situation.
I mean,
And I was like, I don't like that.
I mean, Sony already has a 3D model of Norman Reedus.
It's literally just a Aria Red coming in and being like, all right, people want to see Venom and Spider-Man. We're going to do this one-off fucking thing and ruin it. I don't want it.
Again, I'm so sick of superhero movies.
Yes, you are, Mike.
Like I'm excited for Thunderbolts because I watched the trailer. It looks kind of like how Guardians of the Galaxy looked.
Yeah,
like,
it has that kind of feel. Just the
throw
goofy,
together goofy bullshit movie.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with that because I love most of the characters in there. You know what I don't need is another big fucking bad being introduced when we have fucking Doctor Doom coming, who is leaked to just be a fucking Iron Man variant and not actually the big bag. We've teased Galactus at this point for the third fucking time, and I'm sick of that shit. Now you're gonna put Null in there after, didn't we get hints of him when we were supposed to be doing with the fucking Eternals with like the Black Knight and fucking Morbius as well? That's not fucking happening anymore, is it?
Yeah, see, that's why I don't like it. Love and Thunder used Null's sword with Christian Bale's guy, and then they destroyed it, so it doesn't even make sense that he would want to come to the fucking universe now. I don't understand what they're doing.
That's what I thought the Null sword was.
Yeah, they just destroyed it, so it's like...
because they went to, what was it, the Infinite, where the fuck did they go to in Love and Thunder, whatever the fuck that one was.
Yeah, they went to that stupid fucking planet and...
daughter back or bullshit, and I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I don't care about? I don't care about Marvel movies. I don't really care about any movies right now. I'm not gonna lie. There's no good movies out. I'm excited for Sonic 3. That's really it. You know why? Because I'm not burnt out with fucking Sonic movies.
That's fair.
And now you have shows coming out that aren't really even tied to anything else anymore. Oh wait, they probably will be, right? Because we're doing fucking Mephisto, which is basically fucking gonna intertwine with Null, right? King of the fucking demons, and king of the nether realms, fucking coming. Oh, so wait, we got another big bad coming. So who the fuck is the big bad, Jared? Jared, who the fuck's gonna be the big bad?
Yeah, the Null thing. That's what I don't agree with.
I'm just waiting for Thanos to come back. Be like, I used the time stone after you guys took the time stone back to go forward into the future further to make sure I would still be alive in this timeline, even though Loki is dividing all the timelines somehow, and Wolverine and Deadpool are here.
There was news that came out there too. But there is talk that the Robert Downey Jr. Doom, as a variant, will be killed off at the end of Doomsday for the real Doom, which just bring out a real fucking Doom. I don't need this. If that's what you're doing, I don't need it. I don't need this rigmarole bullshit.
They had to get people excited again. And you know who gets people excited? Robert Downey Jr. Because all the Chris's are basically done, right? Like...
just let him die.
Chris Evans isn't gonna come back. He came back as Human Torch, but that was probably for a fun cameo. You're not gonna give any the Hemsworth's probably done. I don't think we're getting a Thor 5 versus Hercules.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen now. That kind of just really bombed.
Kind of fucked that up pretty hard in Thor 4. I realize. I'm sorry. We're not getting Eternals 2. We're definitely not. We're apparently still going to get a Shang-Chi movie again somehow. Okay, here's
that.
Are you going to do Fing Fang Fu? Are you going to just fucking finally give me Fing Fang Fu?
That's my other thing.
Is that going to be the next fucking big bad? Is Fing Fang Fu?
That's the other thing. John Watts got pulled to do the Fantastic Four, so he's not doing the next Spider-Man.
No.
It's the guy who did Shang-Chi got pulled on, and he's going to do Spider-Man.
Go away.
Raises a little concern for me, just because you had one dude do the first three, and now this one you're doing a whole another person that only did one other movie. I don't know if he's the right guy to pull on to continue your franchise there.
I can't. It's just so fucking frustrating because I don't care. And then you have Agatha, like I said, right? You're coming Agatha.
I haven't even watched it.
Is it out yet?
Yes, it started coming out.
I have fucking no idea.
I've heard it was good, but I also am I don't want Mephisto now. There's too much other shit going on.
I don't care.
I can't.
You know what, I'm going to go back.
I waited for him for so long. I can't do it now.
I'm just going to go back and watch fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because they did that fucking shit good. And it wasn't as fucking confusing. And they just admitted, we're not in the same universe anymore. We're fine. In season 3, they did that.
Okay.
The universe, okay. And I just don't care, so...
There's a Hulk Wolverine movie in the works.
No, there's not.
Reports came out today that that is in the works now.
Shut up.
Because they gave people something that looked kind of cool, and then now they're deciding, we're just going to jump on these ideas. And I'm like, well, you should have jumped on these ideas way long ago, right? Not now.
Before you killed it with 30 shows that no one asked for and a bunch of shit no one's watching. Congratulations.
The problem, and for anyone listening to this, I am a huge comic person, and I've continued to watch everything. Marvel has just hit that point now where, because they kept making flops, they're just throwing fucking ideas at the wall that they think we want to see, but it doesn't mean they're going to be good, and they're going to oversaturate on that now, and I'm kind of... I don't need a fucking fan service ending to the era that they're doing here. It's just getting a little fucking ridiculous now.
Just a little bit.
Even for me, the person I have had no problem, I'm to my point, too, where I'm all right, now we're really fan service and bringing fucking everything possible. Come on.
You don't have a cohesive story because now you have
there's not
this and this and this.
There's
and what
not
about Moon Knight season 2 that's apparently coming out and
I don't know. There's a few projects I'm okay with, but there's so much shit they're gonna try to throw out now that it's gonna burn me out.
Do you feel better?
Which that's an accomplishment.
Chipped up her colon.
Good.
Ah.
Good.
And she just had to give me a mean face while she did it.
Always does.
Yeah, just feed you up this bottle.
Yeah.
Even she knows. I brought up Sony and she just mean bugged me. She's like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?"
Rob Sony, she literally shot herself.
Yeah, she did.
Hunter.
It's so bad we made a baby shit herself.
Please stop.
Yeah, so no, that was my whole thing there. I ranted about it with Don too because I'm it's just fucking stupid. I hate everything that they're fucking doing. I hate Sony. And they're so contained with Kraven, I'm not going to see that fucking movie. I on the principle of how much I do genuinely enjoy Kraven, I refuse to watch that fucking movie.
But Jared, he gets tiger blood.
He's not a savior to animals. He literally fucking kills them. That is the whole character. You can't just change the character to say he's anti-poaching. This dude for the entire time he's been a comic character, has fucking hunted animals.
Wait, you're talking about the guy who wears a line on his face?
Yeah, he's still wearing a lion vest, but he's an animal saver. He doesn't hunt them anymore.
You know who also had a lion thing?
God damn it.
The main bad guy from fucking Black Panther 2.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He did. A lion's mask thingy.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Big fucking cat.
I gives a shit because that's Mexican culture.
So who gives a shit?
So he was appropriating culture then?
No, because he's Hispanic.
I'm pretty sure he's Atlantean.
Did you not see the movie? His mom was... his people were indigenous natives who were pushed out by the Spaniards.
Anyway. Oh yeah, that's another character that just hasn't fucking reappeared anywhere either, that we had to wait forever to see.
I mean, for the better. I'd rather them not be bloating everything out.
That's fair, but also stop introducing other new shit when you haven't really used the shit that's there that you've been doing.
My theory is Disney killed off Ross, General Ross of William Hurt, so they wouldn't have to explain the recast about why he doesn't have a mustache as Red Hulk.
I agree with this.
Because Red Hulk in the comics doesn't have a mustache. Always pissed me off.
You know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I was like, Red Hulk should have a mustache.
So, no, I got through my rant on that one. That was just...
Jared got me Machine Wars Soundwave.
Oh yeah, that's right. You also have all your gifts.
And then
I think my gift's over there.
cassette tape.
Oh,
it has a...
He's already got it together. I bought him something over on that shelf. I think it's the one in the middle.
It is the one in the middle.
The one in the middle. The Optimus in the middle on the top.
Yes.
I outbid Anthony in that.
Huh. No. That one is that one right there. And the Ultra Magnus on the Robots in the Sky shelf.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was when I was like, oh, I really want this, but I don't want to spend the money. And then he bought it.
And then I bought it so he wouldn't be tempted to spend the money.
Yeah, so I got Anthony the Soundwave, the...
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kid.
Wild, isn't it?
It's so wild, they made that.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So I got Anthony the Soundwave, and it was one I had to double check with him because I never fucking know what he has. Sure enough, he didn't have that one he wanted. I was like, cool, I got it on a really good deal.
It is a Soundwave. It's going on the Soundwave shelf.
Then yeah, I also found Trash Formers, which was the artist who did Garbage Pail Kids had made a couple variants on them. Yep. I found a Soundwave, and I was like, hey, perfect, cassette tape. I was like, perfect, I'll get that, throw that in there. On the other side of it, I had no fucking idea. The person threw in a 1986 version of Garbage Pail Kid as well, and I had no idea it was on the backside till I got it. So not only did you get cassette tape, he also threw in an 86 Garbage Pail Kid in there.
Rutherford B. Hay.
So yeah, that was, I'm glad you liked it. I also got Tati a Shrek blanket, because I wasn't sure what the fuck to get Tati, because I don't know Tati like you do.
She likes Shrek.
So I just went the safest route I could think of.
Oh, it's a good bet. It's a very good bet, sir.
Yeah, so
She's probably wrapped up crying in it right now.
It's a very good possibility.
I know burping a baby is great for audio.
It's okay. Let's all just take some time and really just enjoy the comforting rhythms. Let's take 30 seconds and just enjoy. Just enjoy the padding. 30 seconds of pure.
How should Bradford done?
Oh, damn. Like
God damn it.
We could do some ASMR like, and we're here with the Baby
with the baby grunts.
Podcast.
Nova, what do you have to say?
Us. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
I understand that all too much.
100%.
It is just wild.
Let me tell you, Nova is like 7 pounds wet. And this is for the audience, not for the boys on the podcast. It's so hard to hold an 8-pound baby for extended period of times.
Yeah.
Even if you think you're in shape, that's dead weight.
Dead weight. Oh, I feel like there's something that I needed to talk about, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Hang on.
Transformers 1 came out and saw it.
Oh, yes. Our spoiler review of Transformers 1. We're an hour into this podcast. If you made it already, this is a heavy spoiler review. For
spoilers.
For both Beetlejuice, and Transformers 1. We should start with Beetlejuice.
Seen either one.
There's fucking 30,000 plot points, and it doesn't matter.
There's so many plot points.
It's not even a good movie.
I've heard, and I've also heard they've also greenlit a third.
The more I've thought about it, the more I just don't like it.
I give it like a 5.5, 6.
See, I gave it a 6.5, gentleman 6.5, but I'm more like a 4.2 right now.
Seeing that there is a third one in the works, I was like, so this is a nostalgia like over one at the theater, and they think that's gonna continue if they do that.
It will, because it's how it is. However, Transformers 1.
It's true.
We took Anthony to see it on the day before his birthday. The days before he got super fucking drunk.
And depressed.
What a roller coaster.
Anthony, why don't you tell us a little bit about Transformers 1?
So Transformers 1 is a pre-war Transformers movie about a new origin of where Optimus Prime and Megatron came from.
Yep.
It uses a blend of the 1980s cartoon as well as Bayverse, but heavily influences from the IDW Megatron comic, specifically Megatron Origins.
Yep.
Where there's miners and all that, but it's a fairly short. It's a good like hour 40.
It's a tight hour 40
movie. Highly recommend. It has already dropped down to second place. Beetlejuice is taking it over
again.
You know, we got all the goths coming out of the woodwork now.
Because it's Halloween time. But it is a very good movie. It's been very well loved by a bunch of people in the Transformers community. And let me tell you, there's nothing the Transformers community likes together. Not one thing. Everyone hates everything.
There are 2 to 8 problems that I have with this movie. One,
voice actor.
The voice actor for Megatron, he's good voice actor, but he doesn't. At some point in time, D16 becomes Megatron, and you need like a deep, gruffer voice as the leader of the Decepticons. He does not have that. Also, Chris Hemsworth plays Orion Pax, who is Optimus Prime. He tries to dip. Is it Peter Cullen?
Yeah, Peter Cullen.
He tries to dip into a Peter Cullen, and he does not. So also Keegan-Michael Key is Bumblebee or
B127.
B127 takes you right out of the. He's funny for like 5 minutes, but then he's just Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah,
and you're like, I don't need any more of this. Thank you. It's fine. Scarlett Johansson is
Elita
1. That took me way out too because it's just Scarlett Johansson doing Scarlett Johansson.
Well,
Lawrence Fishburne plays Alpha Trion. Fucking perfect casting. Just
my boy Larry.
Absolutely perfect casting. So you know how Optimus Prime's saying is like till all are one or whatever it is, right?
Yes.
They almost say that 16 times in this goddamn movie, but never fucking say it.
Which made me feel like an idiot because it's called Transformers 1. I'm like, why is it called Transformers 1?
Till all are one.
Yeah. And to reference what that means is when the Cybertronians die, they go to the Well of Sparks, their soul. Yep. So they literally all become one giant soul.
Yep.
Also, the biggest thing that pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's such a small little nitpick. They keep calling like the ones who can transform Transformers.
Yes.
Transformers is not used by any Cybertronians.
Right.
They're called Cybertronians. And if you don't have a transformation cog, you're a Cybertronian who can't change.
Who was
okay.
Primus?
Primus?
Yeah.
He was not.
He had a voice, didn't he? At the end when he.
No, that was Alpha Trion.
No, at the end.
Yeah, that was Alpha Trion.
Was it Alpha Trion? Okay. John Hamm plays
Sentinel
Prime. It's a good John Hamm performance. He just plays a douchebag and like perfect.
It is a really good.
It is a really good role.
And that's all the actors.
Yeah,
well, minus one.
Who's the one?
Starscream.
Oh, Steve Buscemi. And then he
was in there,
choked out and to get the Starscream voice.
Get those like
the High Guard is what they're called, and they're the ones that transform into planes. It's fucking good.
Become the Decepticons.
Yeah, become the Decepticons, the High Guard.
And I really felt like a big old nerd because of course it's a Transformers movie, so you can have a bunch of background characters. I'm like, that's Brawl, that's Prowl, that's this person. In my head, I'm just like, I know who all these characters are.
Yeah. The other issue is I called the plot line from the beginning.
Okay.
I'm like, there's a really charismatic, douchey leader. I bet he's good and pure. No, he's the one that betrayed the Primes. He's working with the Quintessons. Spoilers, there's Quintessons. Also, the sexual robotic.
Robo.
Something.
Tony Romo.
Yeah, Tony Romo.
Homo robotic.
Yeah, the Tony Romo, the homo robotic, allegedly, between Orion Pax and D16 is fucking impalpable. My friend, they fist bump and touch lovingly so much in this movie. I wish I was joking, Jared. They say, I got your back and fist bump. Like, no short of 13 times. No short of 13 times.
Gotta make sure he knows you got his back.
It's so fucking dumb, dude. Like, at one point in time, they're like this close. It's like, oh my god, are they gonna fuck? Like, they don't got transformation cog. There's a big hole. Like, who knows?
That's terrible.
It fucking is. I know. I'm very aware. And like,
I'm putting the baby back in her chair.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not mad that is different because it's just a new adaptation of toys.
yeah,
Sure.
It's a big toy commercial. It's meant to sell toys.
it's all it is. Yes.
I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, it's fucking art or they did it wrong. Transformers it's the 40th anniversary this last week.
It is.
Like, I think the 17th or the 18th was the actual 40th anniversary of Transformers. So it's been on for 40 years. There have been hundreds of different, iterations of characters.
Yes.
And it's like all the little small things that I'm just like, but why would you do that different?
Yeah.
Like Megatronus.
Megatronus Prime.
See, exactly, this is my problem.
Megatronus Prime.
Megatronus is never called Megatronus Prime. He's just Megatronus. That's his name. Not all the primes have Prime in it. But anyway, that's not
Bullshit. They do now.
But he's the Fallen. He's the one who betrays the other primes.
Yep.
And then
Not this time. It's Sentinel Prime.
yeah, and he's just a guy. He's just like, I get that he's strong and everything, but he's got a reason why D16 chose him, because he chose the name as a gladiator.
Yeah.
Because he was a big ass evil man whose name was stripped from the records. So he chose it as a big fuck you to the higher up. See, now I'm pulling a Jared and I'm just fucking nerding out on things that no one knows and cares about.
That's what it's here for, bud.
Yeah.
But yes, I, as a Transformers guy, I will give the movie as a... See, it's really hard for me because I like to shut my brain off and watch movies, but this was a movie I could not do good on. I feel like Mike.
This
I
is
feel
your
like
wheelhouse.
Jared. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Jared when it was Let Me Be Carnage.
Oh, God, just...
Like, I want to give it the hardcore Transformers fan of me wants to give it like a 6.
Yeah.
And that's a very weak 6. I could go down lower.
Yeah.
But that's just because it's different.
Yeah.
I know it's the wrong thing to say, but as enjoying it as his own thing, I would give it like an 8, maybe an 8.5. I do have some flaws with it, but I take that away because they had to incorporate the origin of the Autobots and Decepticons and Megatron.
It could have used 15 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We go from... The first 30 minutes seems like it takes 20 hours, right? You're introducing Orion Pax, and then the inciting incident is... What's the race called?
Oh, God, it's... Guys, see, the problem is I'm thinking of the other big race in Transformers.
It's fine. But, like, Orion Pax and D16 enter it as Cybertronians that cannot transform, and they almost win because they get lucky.
Okay.
And then Sentinel Prime comes to the med bay and was like, I'm going to show you to my, like, personal medics, and you're going to be well taken care of, and you're going to inspire all the other miners to be better and do shit. And I'm like, oh, this is just propaganda. It's fine. And then one of the guards throws them down to level 50, which no one knows actually exists, where they meet Bumblebee, where they're scrap sorters. From there, they're like, they find a little beacon saying like, oh, we know where the fucking Matrix of Leadership is, because with the Matrix of Leadership gone, the energon's not flowing or whatever, it's fine.
Which is not
And then from there, it's like, oh, we're immediately going to the fucking surface. And from the surface, we realize that the Quintessons are still around. And from there, we find a cave where Alpha Trion is. Alpha Trion tells them about Sentinel Prime being an asshole and betraying, which is the inciting incident that fucking fucks over D16, and like all of a sudden he starts being like a emo goth moody little bitch,
dude. If
for no fucking reason.
If he took a nap on it, I'm sure he would feel better.
Right, like that's all that. Like the whole war could have been avoided had he just learned how to process his emotions like an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, like the Quintessons come into the cave and Alpha Trion holds his own and like tries to like, and then like the next thing you know, we're seeing fucking Sentinel Prime bowing to the fucking Quintessons, and like, oh, they got it on camera, and then from there it's like, oh, we gotta break in and like revolt with the miners, and then we're in the citadel of Sentinel Prime, and like D16 stands up defiant and just gets the shit beat out of him, and then fucking Orion Pax comes in and is like, I'll save you, and like. And then fucking D16 goes to blow fucking Sentinel Prime up with his arm gun that just appeared out of fucking
fusion
nowhere.
cannon.
That's what it is. I wanted him to turn into a gun so bad. Thought he's going to turn into a gun so bad.
Again.
And he shoots, but like Orion Pax jumps in the way to like save his soul or spark, whatever the fuck Cybertronians have.
Yeah.
And like he just like falls to his death, and that's where he meets all of the Primes with Primus, and he's like, you're the new Prime, Optimus Prime or whatever. And then Chris Hemsworth tries to go into a Peter Cullen accent, it doesn't work, and he doesn't say till all are one, and it's just fucking stupid. And then from there he gets his plasma axe thingy, and and then it's a stalemate, and he tells fucking D16, who's now Megatron, to fucking leave.
You've been exiled.
You've been exiled, which means nothing.
Imprison this man.
Yeah. You need to shoot him dead. You need to shoot him dead because he's like, take the high guard and leave. Which, why the fuck would you allow him to take the high guard? But okay, whatever. And then all of the miners who didn't have a transformation gear get transformation gears from Primus, and everyone's happy and it's a good time. And then we get our post credit scene. Can you guess what the post credit scene is, Jared?
Is it Unicron?
No. It's just fucking Megatron becoming Megatron.
He's getting stamped.
And he's fucking branding everyone as Decepticons.
Which is all in the trailer, too, which is the part that pissed me off so much.
That was the end credit scene.
No. The Matrix of Leadership.
The Matrix of Leadership
is a MacGuffin that was made in 1980. The Transformers, the movie that was released in 1986.
I just watched a stupid half-hour video on that where, like, I didn't realize that Optimus was killed off because, like, Hasbro was like, we've had our time with Optimus. It's time for Rodimus Prime. Yeah. And that pissed everyone off. But, yeah, that's why the Matrix of Leadership.
Yep. It was a MacGuffin to destroy Unicron, and then it later evolved into being, like, the honor of leading Cybertron, the true leader, the one who's supposed to be chosen to be a Prime.
Yep.
Because Primes are made, not picked, and he was chosen, so it's a big thing. That's what it's there. It's supposed to give you knowledge from the past Primes and all that. Mm-hmm. Nothing to do with Energon.
No, this is like, so like in this movie, the Matrix of Leadership, when it's on Cybertron in the possession of a Primes, the Energon flows like magic blue rivers, and everyone's all happy and energized. But then when Sentinel Prime betrayed and tried to take the Matrix of Leadership for himself, which you can't do because it's earned,
it's a Philosopher's Stone,
taken. It's exactly what it is.
God damn it.
Energon dried up. All the wells dried up.
Never happened.
No. See. And then that's where the miners come in, right? Because they're literally mining fucking Primus, the corpse of the first Transformer, for fucking Energon.
So let's talk about Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, what a dick.
Ronald Reagan made toy commercials TV shows. You're able to advertise to children now.
Yep.
Which is why we have all those sudden boom in the 80s of all these shows like He-Man, Transformers, so on and so forth.
Sell a toy.
What was going on in the 1980s? 1984, specifically.
Cold War?
No.
I don't know.
Well, Iran
Contra. Yeah.
Oil.
Ice cream, yeah.
Lack of oil.
Yeah.
Which is why the first Transformer show is very much like, we need to gather Energon. We need to bring it back to our planet because it's dry. It's all an allegory for...
it's fucking stupid.
For,
we need to invade the Middle East.
They do at one point. They go to Carbombia.
That's got to be the most racist thing anyone has ever said on this podcast, and you've said neighbors.
The original voice of Cliffjumper was the original voice of Shaggy.
Okay.
Kasem. Gotta be fucking Casey Kasem, really?
Yeah, and he left because of that episode.
No fucking shit.
He's like, guys,
smart man.
Yeah,
and the population is like 50,000 people and 10,000 camels.
Oh my
It's 50,000
god.
people, but there's a guy standing out marking 1 every time there's an explosion.
And it's really bad. But no, they
So
do
bad.
invade the Middle East for oil at one point.
fucking
It's
stupid.
so.
I'm so upset by that.
So the energon being dry typically is why Cybertron is barren.
yeah,
Why they leave, because there's nothing left. They've literally fought their planet to death.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that maybe they're setting up for that, because fun fact, between Orion Pax in the original show and Optimus Prime, it happened on one day, but between Orion Pax and the original first episode is about, I think, 7 million years.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very long war.
I see.
And then it ends in like the far future year of 2010.
in the far-flung future.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Christ.
please go.
I had a thing that popped
Yeah.
up that
That was spoilers for Transformers 1. Not the Transformers, the movie. Because you don't have the touch, nor
So-
the power.
Mike
Yeah, what I do.
had stated when I brought up about the Venom thing how he's burnt out on superhero movie things, which is understandable. You know what I'm getting really fucking tired of with the genre that like my horror movies?
Remakes that have the same name as the original.
Hang on.
You wish it was remakes, Anthony. It's these fucking legacy sequels that they just keep wanting to pump out. There's another one coming. What's another slasher franchise that has been dormant for fucking years for good reason? Because it doesn't need to come back.
My Bloody Valentine.
The Goonies.
I know what you did last summer, Anthony.
I saw this.
There is a
I saw
fucking
this.
legacy sequel coming. And guess who just signed on as of today?
Jack Black.
Freddie Prinze Jr. signed on to come back for the legacy sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer and the great classic I Still Know What You Did Last Summer with an even worse plot
Is that
than
the one where
first
he's a zombie?
That is the second one that I messaged you about where I was like, hold on a minute, because I had to rewind. In the first the opening to that movie for them to go to the fucking island, Jennifer Love Hewitt tells her roommate, hey, my number's unlisted, don't hand that out. Her roommate answers the phone thinking it's the boyfriend, and it's a fucking radio station telling them they won a contest. No one questions that at all. And they go to this contest, and it's like, oh yeah, the island's in the storming season. It's very empty. And it's like, well, that's weird. The radio station sent us here. They don't bring that up until like the last 10 minutes of the movie. And she's like, wait, my number's unlisted. How did they call us? And I'm like, oh my God.
Also,
We spent an hour into this movie. It took you that long? That should have
many
been the
days?
first thing that came out. What the fuck?
now, anyone raise your hand here if you've ever won a contest on the radio.
My
Yeah.
parents did.
So, can we explain how that works?
No.
Okay, so you call the radio station and
Yep.
you win, and then you have to go to the radio station and pick up the tickets. They
Yes.
do not call you.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
that's the
Red
plot of the
flag
second
number
movie.
one.
Yeah, that's the whole second movie. So they're making a legacy sequel to that apparently.
We got these
I
tickets
don't
to
get
a
why.
yacht. I would love that series just be a series of movies where someone does accidentally gets a weird prize, don't question it, and
It's-
there's a murder.
It's honestly weird to me that they do that because they tried to do a I Know What You Did Last Summer remake and
Yeah.
it bombed because it's just not.
See,
It's not one to do because the person who wrote the book for that hated the movie because that wasn't the point of her book at all. Like I looked into the thing of like the woman who actually wrote the fucking book was very much like, no, this is a tale of like basically like a stalker with a woman and like how would you deal with the guilt of if you took things, whatever. And then they took that and made it a slasher thing and she fucking hated it. And they just keep doing that.
because for those who don't know, I know we did last summer. It's one where it's the classic one that everyone knows the trope where they hit someone with a
Yes.
car, throw the body like over into the water or some shit. I
Is
don't
that what that
remember.
movie's about?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
the person comes back and starts killing them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that movie's about?
Yep. So
I didn't know
you've
that.
never seen it, but
it's
you've
so
heard of that
fucking-
plot so many times, I'm sure.
The
Yeah,
first one's
every
not
cartoon
great.
Does it all the time.
Second one's it was because Scream came out and that was one of the movies that tried to copy that formula of a group of teens and a killer that they didn't know who it was, but it just didn't work in that one. Some people still love it, like that's one of those ones where it has like groups of people that are like, oh, I love that. I still know what you did last summer. I think it's just as good as Scream. It's not. I'm sorry to break your bubble. It's not. Freddie Prinze Jr. sold that movie for the young women, and like for the guys, it was because of Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's just what sold it for us. It wasn't a good fucking movie though.
No.
So no, that just popped up that apparently that has a legacy sequel, and I fucking hate that shit. That's one that I don't need another one. I don't fucking need it. It hasn't had a movie for years for a good reason.
Yet we're not getting another Friday the 13th.
No, well, they're still making that series.
The bar is so
what's
low,
gonna happen
you
with
can't
that,
fuck
but...
it up.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, Anthony,
don't know.
you'll literally know soon that the Camp Crystal Lake series is still in development right now because that's the only thing they can do because it doesn't hold rights to anything.
Mm-hmm. This is our killer hockey face man.
There was that, because then we also got Alien Romulus, which I have not seen, and I've heard a ton of mixed reviews for it, so I don't think I want to watch it.
Sven said it was okay.
That's the like people who I know who know Alien were like, it was okay. Like it followed a lot from other ones. You kind of know what's happening. It's okay.
I
it's
know
like, well,
one spoiler.
It's better than Covenant, but
Someone grabbed all our stuff for
Who?
Tatiana.
Oh damn! Yeah,
So,
'cause
yeah.
you decorated.
Yeah.
That's why I never decorated my desk. Fuck you, farmers.
Yep.
so that was
like
just a thing
so
to bring up.
like I've tried recently to watch like the timeline explained videos on the aliens, and it's fun enough. It's so fucking confusing.
First, you got to learn about Mr. Wayland and then Mr. Utani.
Yes.
That
And then the android.
I 100% agree with the
Michael
quote
Fassbender.
of it's almost as if you made a good one movie and then a really good sequel, and you should have just fucking stopped. Don't make that a franchise, because everything that has come after has gotten progressively worse.
You went on to make other, like, what, 2 other movies? So you have Alien, Alien 2, Alien 3,
Yes.
Aliens.
No, Aliens.
No,
is
Aliens
2.
is the second one.
Okay,
yeah.
Alien
And then Alien 3.
Alien Resurrection.
Resurrection. Alien versus Predator, Alien versus Predator Requiem, which do not count. And then
Technically
you go
don't
to,
count, yeah.
Prometheus.
And then Alien Covenant, right?
No, Prometheus.
No, Prometheus,
Prometheus, Covenant.
then Covenant,
Then Romulus.
then Romulus now. And the new series coming to Hulu, Alien Earth, which I still
What
don't
the
fucking
fuck?
get that.
You mean the apocalypse?
Yeah,
We did this
don't know what
in
they're doing there.
Antarctica in the pyramids. Okay, we had a predator help us. She earned the predator's respect.
They made the
Again.
Grid Man alien.
Right, she got the
I don't-
xenomorph shield head and the spear
It's-
tail.
It's even more confusing because the details that came out about it were that it takes place before Alien, which makes no fucking sense.
They literally cannot.
Because,
take
like,
place
I'm
before-
sorry, they didn't know what a xenomorph was in Alien, but you're gonna tell me there was xenomorphs on Earth. But
in the
no one had
pyramid
fucking heard
in
of them.
Alaska,
It sounds
and it
like,
was covered up.
Damn it.
sounds like we're getting
I'm
another
right.
timeline.
I hate to tell you, I'm right. They've always been there. They always will be.
It is because they're trying to tie it to Prometheus, because Romulus fucking did it again. They just continuously try to make that shithole timeline make sense, and it fucking doesn't, because no one had any idea what the fuck they were doing.
See, the
with
issue is not only that. Is like they keep trying to like give us more xenomorphs.
Yeah, they do.
We have the xenomorphs, and that's just a hybrid of the Deacon, which is just like the black goop personified as a god for no reason other than the engineers wanted that. And then we just haven't been able to get back there. So we just get these other offshoots. So what do you think this xenomorph's going to look like? Because if it's a baby from the ones of the pyramids in Alaska under the ice sheet, it'll look
Walrus.
slightly different. Walrus xenomorph.
Big tusks.
Big tusks. 2 big tusks.
Too big tusks fat.
Yep. Slow tube.
This one's got meat on his bones.
Menacing. And I just don't care.
There's also 2 Predator movies coming.
Yeah, well,
There-
no,
there's
one's
the
a sequel to Prey.
Sequel to Prey, and then
When
there's
was it gonna be set? Are we- so
another one
real
coming
quick,
too.
real
apparently.
quick, real
Supposedly
quick.
they're 2 separate.
Are the Predator movies just becoming the Assassin's Creed movies?
They should
like,
be.
We have Prey set in indigenous
at this
times.
point-
We have Prey 2, which is going to be like French Revolution and shit. Civil War, World War II.
I stand firm when it comes to those 2 franchises. I like Alien. I like Aliens. I think those 2 work. Predator, everything other than the Predator works for me.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that one.
You
but
don't need
I hear
to,
they
Anthony.
give an autistic kid superpowers, and he makes an armor to defend against super predators.
To quote
Tell me I'm wrong.
to quote Tony from Hack the Movies, what happened in that movie was that the Predator came, a kid with autism played with the machines, and then it went, autism's the future of humanity, and then decided it needed his DNA because that's what future humans are.
Okay.
Autistic?
That's what
Yeah.
the last Mimsy's about.
They're
too,
like,
by the
yeah.
way.
brains.
It's exactly what happened. So that is why when Prey came, they were just like, let's set this way back so we never have to acknowledge that movie
In
again.
10,000 years, every human will have a train
That is what
set.
happened with Predator. Because Shane Black thought that was going to be the sell point to that storyline, and it was really bad.
Yep.
But other than that, I don't have a problem with Predator movies, because it's usually just them
Yeah.
hunting something, and you get some bunch of action, and it's neat.
Yeah,
And
the
the
thing is,
Predator
like,
did something real fucking
Predator
weird.
isn't a horror movie. I mean, Predator might be a horror movie, but the sequels aren't horror. They're more,
They're more sci-fi action than
Yeah.
horror. Yeah.
but very, very much recommend watching them.
Oh, yeah,
all,
same
all
here,
four
same
of
here.
them.
Same here.
Predator 2, just for Gary Busey.
Gotta
Is that
get
what it's
weird.
called? Predator 2, just for Gary Busey.
That's what it should be called.
colon.
It should be.
It's the colon. It's starring and Gary Busey.
Um,
Getting too old for this shit.
Predator.
I've got to find the alley. I'm too old for this shit.
Predators
Just a
and
back
then
and
Prey.
forth.
I was gonna say Prey is probably the best name for a Predator sequel.
It was, and Prey was
or
surprisingly.
I guess Predator prequel.
I didn't care for the design of his face as much, but everything else about that movie works pretty well. For
I didn't like how
was.
she got the gun, because the gun was. There was a comic book about that gun where it was a pirate who fought alongside a predator, and it was a badass comic. I mean, I know,
I mean, it was a way
Comic's
to
still there.
tie in, I suppose.
but like, come on, give me the pirate. I wanted the pirates.
yeah.
That's how the predator
Well,
got it.
who knows? Maybe we'll get something with Prey too.
I want pirates.
You want pirates?
I would love to see a predator boat.
But yeah, because from what I heard, because from what I've heard, Prey 2 and Predator: No Man's Land are two different sequels, two different movies
World
being
War
made.
One. That's World War One. If I
Yep.
Yeah, No Man's Land is a predator dropped in the trenches, and like soldiers trying to deal with that apparently, which is an interesting concept to try to use with Predator. But all right, so yeah, that's what I had on that. So Beetlejuice just had a lot, just way too much going on. You're not the first ones to say that it had way too many fucking plot lines it tried doing.
Didn't fucking make any goddamn sense, man.
That's
Guy on eBay really wants to
what
sell
I've
this
heard.
Transformer.
Why
I
would-
can't buy it.
What's he going to sell it for you?
Well, it was originally $60, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you want it?" He's like, "Do you want it for $5 off?" And I let that offer expire. I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "How about 20% off?" Where it's now $47. I'm like, "I appreciate that, sir, but
no.
you should have asked me this morning."
Right?
Just relax, I want to take some pictures.
Because I will still be buying my autism addiction plastic, but I'm going to not buy as much.
Yeah. Because he needs a job first.
Yes, I need a job that can pay.
No, that's fair. That is very fair. Other than that, I don't
have a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything
No.
else.
We have a game coming in a couple weeks that we're
Oh,
going
there
to launch.
there is a
We'll
game
do that.
we're
We just
working
kind of
on.
ran out of time at this point because there was so much that went on. We're an
Oh
hour and
yeah,
a half, right?
Hey,
So-
I got the time. I can make a wheel.
Well, you do.
Hey, you do have the
Right.
time. You do
You
have
do.
the
Anthony's
time.
got some time, but we have our game that's coming up because Jared's published 2 books now on Amazon. We thought we'd give the game that we're trying to do a shot at like a car adventure game. Calling it oddly specific for this round. Basically, it's the game that we played in the past where we take a bunch of random characters from different movies, like. Or a movie, and we sub out the characters and describe the plot badly, and give a couple hints and see if you guys can't guess the movie.
Thorne has faced this. Go on a journey with Black Widow.
I had a movie on my list, and it was because I watched it recently, and I hadn't seen it since I was a kid, and then I realized it has a lot of fucking actors in it that like.
So I have one on
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, no. I have one on my list. Do you guys ever see the meme of Bruce Willis in an Easter Bunny costume?
No, I've seen him wear a sign that says "I hate everybody."
There's a meme that went around where
that's
it's
what it
Bruce Willis in an Easter Bunny costume, where he literally plays the Easter Bunny in a movie. But
What the
it's not
hell
like
is this?
Oh, buddy, it is a. As soon as I realized that it was Bruce Willis in an Easter Bunny costume, like memories started flooding back to me. The movie stars, yes,
Jared.
yes, but now you see the name of the movie, right? So,
No, I've not looked it up yet.
okay,
It just says
I
pin
didn't
page,
look
pin
at
page,
it.
page.
right.
Interesting. What
Yeah.
fucking
What's it
movie
called?
is that?
What, the movie?
Yeah.
You want to play the one round that I have set up for this as a little teaser for
Yeah.
a couple weeks?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, for mine it was River Wild from 1994 because it has way more
Oh
people.
my
than I
God,
thought.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Meryl Streep, John C. Reilly, and Kevin Bacon.
a
in that
young,
John C. Reilly?
a young John C. Reilly.
Yes.
He's not in anything.
Just like God, like watching, I was like, God damn, fucking actors
So-
in this. Holy
So
shit!
here's the name of the game, right? Oddly specific.
Oddly,
You try to
specific.
guess the name of the movie. I know you guys won't get it because it's a movie you probably hadn't seen. But
I've never seen that movie.
I know. The guy is sick of his home life. His father, Robert Grant, and his mother, Elaine Beans, or Binez, whatever, seem to be too busy with their career to notice him. The guy runs into Harry S. Stamper, who tells him to emancipate himself, and the guy goes on a whirlwind adventure to find new parents. So let's see if we can figure that out.
So the guy is obvious.
Yeah, the guy. Who's the guy?
Jared, do you know who the guy is?
You know who the
Is
guy
that,
is?
is that going to be our Bruce Willis?
No.
no.
He's the guy
He's the guy.
from the cover of the game.
Yeah, from the guy. He's the guy.
Not Judy Cortez.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood.
Yes.
Yes.
So Elijah
Holy shit.
Wood, sick of his home life, and his father, Robert Grant, and his
Robert.
mother, Elaine Benez.
Robert Grant.
Robert Grant. I will give you a hint of what the movie is from, if you need that. Because I have those listed. Robert Grant. Yes, who's Robert Grant from?
Feel like I've heard the
He's
name
a
Robert
hotel
Grant.
consigliere. He's from Dustin Checks In.
Sorry, it was just the word that you said
Yeah,
wrong.
consigliere.
That's why I've heard it. Okay.
Yeah. He's from
Okay.
Dustin Checks
I
In.
don't know that movie.
So who is it?
Is that guy who played George Costanza? Is that who we're
Jason
talking
Alexander.
about? Jason Alexander. There we
And
go.
who is Elaine Beans? Or Benez? It's the same sitcom.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Julie Louis
Yep,
Dreyfus.
yep.
Thank you.
So that's his mom and dad. And
what the fuck is
he
this
runs
movie?
into
Wait a
Harry S.
minute.
Stamper at the mall. Who is Harry S. Stamper? Who is it? We've talked about this movie too so many fucking times. Just recently, actually. I just watched
Is
it.
it Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It is not. It's a close guess, though. We've just talked about it. Literally 5 minutes ago.
Oh god damn it.
No, I
Okay.
assumed it was the man dressed as the bunny.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bruce
it is.
Willis.
But where's Harry S. Stamper from?
Harry S. Stamper. I don't like that name.
Nope. He's a hardworking man who gets sent to space.
Oh my god, is that
What's it from? What's it from, Jared?
Armageddon?
It's from Armageddon. It's Bruce Willis.
Harry S. Stamper? Ah, god.
So bad. Because you ever hear him here as Harry. Like, they never say his real name.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Okay,
I will let
so-
you know that also in this movie, he goes on looking for new parents. He runs into Texas parents who are Reba McEntire and Dan Aykroyd.
What?
Yeah, they play.
cast.
Uh-huh. No, it gets better. There's also involves Meryl Streep, Kathy Bates, and like this. It's a star-studded cast. But what is the name of the movie?
Clearly it's the guy that looks for new parents.
Yeah. I used to watch this movie all the time as a child.
Is it Here Comes Peter Cottontail?
It is not. It is a cardinal direction.
Like a main cardinal, or like or am I
It's
about
a
to-
cardinal
am I
direction.
about to say southeast?
Nope. Jared's thinking because this movie sounds familiar now.
It's a cardinal
It's a
direction.
cardinal direction.
So it's about birds.
It is not. You're a good guess, though.
Well, there's only 4 cardinal directions.
There are only 4 cardinal directions.
So north.
It is North.
North. Okay.
The movie is called North.
Oh, I thought.
Is
it
it
was
just?
gonna
I thought I
It's
was gonna.
just
I was gonna
called
North
North.
by
It is
Northwest or
North,
something. I was like, no, that's
starring
not right. but-
Elijah Wood. He emancipates himself.
I have
gets on
seen
the
this at
news,
some point in my
and goes
childhood.
across the world looking for new parents to adopt him. To only realize, obviously, in the end, that his real parents actually love him and want him back. And it's, but yeah.
Is Bruce Willis a real guy?
When he mentioned Reba McEntire, Dan Aykroyd, I was like, I've seen this.
I need you to picture in your head
Where have I
the most
seen this?
delicious ear of sweet corn you have ever seen. That is what Elijah Wood eats when he's with Big Tex and Ma Tex, when he's trying to get adopted by them.
I have seen this.
Whole Texas barbecue, and it looks so fucking good. It is a core memory that I have that I've forgotten something important now.
Yeah, no, but the minute he said the parents, I was like,
yes.
no, I've seen this.
You've seen it. Everyone's seen it. Like, it's just fucking wild. Yeah, that's North.
God!
That's North. A movie that I've watched all the time that I haven't thought about, and I'm deeply considering seeing if I can buy it on DVD.
4.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not a good movie. But yeah, that'll be coming in a couple weeks.
Rob Reiner, director.
Yeah, it's a Rob Reiner film.
Wow. You know him for This Is Spinal Tap and The Wolf of Wall Street. What a weird thing.
Yeah, wow, that's damn. What a wild casting in that movie, though. Huh. Oh, that would be a super young Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
It would have been 1994.
He would have been 8?
He was born in 81. So he
13. Give or take.
Well, 94 minus 81. He's 13.
13?
Yeah.
Didn't I say 13?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I got.
Like, did I say 13?
I have a baby grunting in my ear.
The second time this episode, Anthony has questioned my number.
No, I wasn't questioning.
And
I
he's
was
been
having my own
wrong.
conversation. I was doing math in my head.
I gotcha. Yeah, so that is this week's episode. A lot to take in. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
There's a lot going on.
Next week or 2 weeks, Jared?
We'll say 2 weeks from now, unless I have
case.
something that changes.
Right.
Yeah.
You tell it, Nova.
Yeah, Nova, you got any final words? Exactly. Hell yeah. Thank you, Nova.
You all
right.
stay.
Yeah, don't forget that if you like us, do your thing, Jared.
Oh yeah, if you like us, go over to patreon.com/oddcastn. Give us anything you feel that we might be worth there.
Remember,
I have
Anthony.
no job.
Anthony's
Anthony
unemployed.
has no job, so he's got 2 kids now.
Real oversight on their part if we're thinking about it. Like, damn.
Oh yeah, I wish I would have known before I dropped the hot tub in my wife.
Yeah, it'll be the last time he ever gets to do that. Anyway.
Stay on and also reach us at OddcastN and Oddcast Network on all your social medias. Good night, everyone.
Good night, bye.